How's it going, guys? I do not want to waste too much of your time if you clicked on this video, so I'll try to keep this short and sweet. At the end of the year, like every year, I like to do these kind of update videos. Just gotta update you guys, basically my personal life, what's going on with the channel, everything like that. So, that is what this is. You know, even though it's not December, but I just felt like today was a good day to make that video. And give you guys an update of basically what's going on with me, and also ask you guys for some advice. What should we do on the channel? Obviously, next year is going to be a big year, especially towards September. NASCAR 25 is coming out. Well, it's not official, but likely they're aiming for September. I will not be, again, I won't be disheartened if it actually doesn't come out in September. If they want to wait till and launch it, with the Daytona 500, if they need that extra 5 months, 6 months to work on it, I'm completely okay with that. But that's up to iRacing and up to NASCAR. But that is going to be the first new NASCAR game that we've had for the channel in 4 years when that time comes. So 2021 was NASCAR 21 Ignition, 2025 with NASCAR 25. So 4 years with that. And in the meantime, as we've been on this channel, we've been getting through it. We've without that new content, trying to come up with different series ideas. We've basically played everything in terms of NASCAR gaming. We've done NASCAR Thunder 2004 twice. We've done NASCAR Thunder 2003, which then turned into NASCAR Thunder 2000 because of the mods. Again, sludge mods, fantastic. We've done NASCAR 14, and NASCAR 15 is basically the same game. We've done NASCAR Inside Line, even though Inside Line was a while ago. I don't remember the last time I actually played NASCAR Inside Line, but we've done that. NASCAR The Game 2011, I think we did a series on that, but that game's not even that good. All the NASCAR Heat games are kind of the NASCAR Heat games. We've done NASCAR Heat 5, 4, 3, obviously we've done all that. So what do you guys think we should do next on the channel as well? Like give me some recommendations. I have to get a new basically like a reboot of my NR 2003. My game is corrupt. It won't even launch. So I have to basically delete everything that I have of NR 2003 if I want to do NR 2003. iRacing is iRacing. iRacing is great. We know that. iRacing is coming out of the single player career hopefully soon. But in terms of like actually playing iRacing consistently, it's just the official lobbies is what I would have to do for content. And yeah, you just kind of don't want to do that. A lot of people, I feel like a lot of you guys are in the same boat as me. You don't really want to do official lobbies on iRacing just because of the toxicity and stuff like that. Everyone thinks they're a professional race car driver, and it's just not that fun when that is the case. So what do you guys think we should do on the channel? New series ideas, stuff like that. We're going to finish up, trying to get Jimmy Johnson his 8th title. We're going to finish up NASCAR Thunder 2000 and stuff like that. But what else do you think we should do on the channel in terms of series ideas that would, would interest you guys? That would generate views and, keep people, entertained until NASCAR 25 comes out. That will be in, hopefully in about 10 months is when that game comes out. So what do you think we can do in that time span in terms of a series that would be interesting to you? So leave your comments down below for that. On a personal side, 2024 has been probably one of the worst years of my life. I feel like a lot of people have said that in terms of their lives, but yeah, 2024 has been pretty bad. Pretty bad year for me. Not a surprise. I kind of felt it coming and expecting it to come, and yeah, it's not really a surprise. Just to give you guys some insight, I'm very real with you guys. That you guys support me on the channel. I appreciate it. So I keep it really real with you guys. I felt it coming. We've been making, the content last 2022, 2023. We were able to do YouTube full time, make it last. But then you just kind of run out of content. I've been trying to think of things. I've been experimenting with real life videos. Like, can I talk about some stuff in real life? Kind of similar to what Eric does, kind of similar to what Jarrett does on the Iceberg channel. But I feel like that's more suited to them. I don't feel like that's really suited to me. And it shows as well. Sometimes when I make those videos, the views just aren't that high. The engagement's not that high. So I've tried that kind of stuff. But yeah, basically, why do I always use a green screen? Let me explain why this has been one of the worst years of my life. Why do I always use a green screen? Well, just to show you guys, I'm back home. So this is back in South Florida. So I'm not very proud of it that I am back home. I've been back home since July, basically, of this year. I was in Orlando. You guys know this. I was in Orlando for the past 2 years. I had a relationship. I was over there doing YouTube full time. Um, and then that relationship ended in May. Yeah, May of this year. I remember specifically because it was the day that Arsenal was going to try to win the Premier League. City won the Premier League, obviously, but yeah, that day was a very long day. I only got 1 hour of sleep, so that was nice. But yeah, my relationship ended. Don't really want to get into the details. It was a long time ago. I'm fine. You know, it was how many months now? 6 months, something like that. I'm fine, genuinely, with that. But that left some scars with how it happened. If you could put two and two together, you can guess probably what happened. Everything was going fine until it wasn't going fine because I found something out, and that was that. So put two and two together, you probably know what I'm talking about. And so I was kind of stranded in Orlando, and I was like, I don't really want to be here. So I terminated my lease. My lease was supposed to end in September. I terminated that early because two reasons. I could come home, and since I could come home, it would actually be cheaper to terminate the lease, pay off the whatever the termination fee was going to be, and that was cheaper than actually staying until September and paying the monthly rent. So that is what I did. I terminated the lease. I came back home, and at that time, that's when I started. YouTube. We were doing what we were doing on YouTube, but obviously the revenue was not that high because the engagement was not that high. Because again, this is the third year we've had a new console game, and it just gets harder and harder to generate content via the older games. Obviously the race reviews were doing well and stuff like that, so that was nice. But it was just getting harder and harder. It was no longer a viable full-time job. So I started looking for employment. You guys know this. I just flew to Charlotte last week, and I actually had a conversation with someone at NASCAR. I've made actually a few connections with the people at NASCAR, and the people at NASCAR that do work there in the gaming department and other departments as well. They're really, really good people. So I appreciate them for taking time out of their day just to talk with me, and that's been going on for the past few months. So I've been trying to find employment in that aspect, whether it be within NASCAR, whether it be with, even somewhere in Charlotte, because I visited Charlotte and it's like, Charlotte's not bad. It's good, in terms of like rent compared to Florida. It's definitely cheaper to live in Charlotte than it is to live in Florida. So I thought about that. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like NASCAR is going to be a viable path right now just because they're not really hiring. That's like the main reason. And so not to get into details, but they're just not really hiring. And it is, tough for me to kind of get into that avenue. I'm still trying to look for kind of full-time opportunities that I would want to be interested in, whether it be marketing, social media, stuff like that. I do not want to, as they say, put the fries in the bag. I don't need to do that either. YouTube is still generating enough, but I would like to do YouTube and a full-time opportunity. I would like to combine the two. I'd like to go into a more professional aspect for my career while still being able to do YouTube, and I'm never shutting this down. That's what I would ideally like to do, to always have this channel with you guys, do this. I could record the videos at night before I go to bed, edit them, and still be able to do this. Maybe not upload 5-6 times a week, but 3 to 4 times a week. I could still 100% do that if I was also balancing the a full-time career. So that's what I've been trying to do for the last few months. It's been tough, if you guys have ever been in that aspect. It has been tough and annoying to just constantly get like rejection emails and stuff like that. So that's been annoying. And we are in November now, and it's basically still the same situation. I was hoping that it would be resolved by now, at the latest January of next year. So still have a little bit of time, but we'll see how that goes. But yeah, it has been rough, guys. It has been a very tough year. For me, being 27 years old and to be at like a crossroads in my life trying to figure out what the heck I want to do is annoying and frustrating. And yeah, it's been really hard. It's been really hard not to get too down. There's been a phrase I've heard a lot, actually. It's like I feel like it's God telling me something. And like TV shows or just like Instagram reels or whatever I'm just watching and consuming on social media, and I see it, it's like this phrase that comparison is the thief of joy. And I feel like I have been comparing myself a lot because I'm 27 years old and I feel like I shouldn't be here. I should not be living at home. I should be doing what I was doing. I was in Orlando for 2 years on my own, graduated from the University of Florida. I was, all this stuff. And I feel like I've just taken a step backwards. And if I'm at a rock bottom, shout out Dwayne Johnson. If I'm at a rock bottom, this is probably the rock bottom. Everything has gone wrong in my personal life, in my professional life. A lot of things have gone wrong, so it's just not ideal. and I'm trying not to get too down on it and stuff like that. But yeah, I just feel like I'm stuck, and it's frustrating. It's definitely very, very annoying, to say the least. So that is what's been going on with me. That is the channel update. Obviously, I'd like to, guys, give your recommendations. I would like to find some joy, a lot more joy in like making content again on this channel. Let's just say playing NASCAR 21 Ignition is not fun. It just isn't. When I'm actually when in those videos where it's like, I have like a depressed thumbnail, I'm playing the game and I'm frustrated, I'm yelling. That is part of the content, yes, but also a lot of that is just real frustration. That is just me venting. That's my way of like trying to get this frustration, this anger out via content and not via other, ways, if they were unhealthy ways. So, can you guys, Forza Forza was a breath of fresh air. You guys supported those videos. Those videos got pretty good support. I didn't even know NASCAR was coming to Forza. And that felt really nice, so if we could find some new ways of content like that, what do you guys think we can do? And yeah, while I try to get my personal life together and all that stuff, what do you guys think we could do on the channel that would be beneficial? And yeah, and hopefully next year, if I make this video again, hopefully NASCAR 25 is great and we're doing well, and I'm definitely not here at home again. I'm living on my own, whether it be Charlotte, whether it be somewhere in Florida, whether it be somewhere else, I might get a job. I don't know, whatever it might be, but hopefully that will be the case. And, next year's channel update, life update video will be a lot better. But this year's definitely been, if we are at rock bottom, I hope this is rock bottom. I don't think it can get worse. It probably could, but I mean, it is, there's been basically everything in my life that could go wrong went wrong this year. So I am hoping that next year, and I'm trying, people tell you all the time you're doing the right thing. You're connecting, trying to talk to people, all this stuff. And that's nice to hear, but man, it's just, as you can probably tell just by my facial expressions, I'm just tired. I'm tired of just getting beat down to the ground, basically, in so many different avenues of my life. And yeah, it is definitely frustrating. So I appreciate the support you guys have given me. All the comments, I do read them. When you guys ask, like, does he read comments? Yeah, I do read comments. I just don't engage with them all the time because some of them are obviously rude and some of them are just, not very nice. But I read them, and I read them for educational purposes as well when I need to learn something from you guys, when I ask you a question. And yeah, so I read them. So I do appreciate all the kind words as well on Instagram, on Twitter, on here, on the YouTube comments as well. And yeah, so hopefully the next, how do I make this video like 13 minutes long? I don't understand. I'm just a professional yapper. I'm sorry. So shout out to the Patreon members, of course. You guys are the best. If you want to help support the channel, that is the best way to do it. It's just the Patreon. We're going to keep it the same price it has always been, $5 a month. If you want to just help out the channel, and I do really appreciate that. Or purchase yourself some equipment on Moza Racing if you use the link that is in all the videos. Every single video that I have has this link to Moza Racing. If you purchase anything for yourself, it's affiliate partnership, so I get commission from anything that you purchase as well. So if you want to purchase sim racing equipment for yourself, maybe race with me on iRacing if you want, or on Forza, or on NASCAR 25 coming down the line, then Moza Racing is definitely the best way to go. And that is not just because I'm affiliated with them. Genuinely, since they came in 2021 as a relatively new company, they have taken the sim racing world by storm. And I think they are the best out there at the moment, especially with what like Fanatec is going through and stuff like that. So yeah, they are the best. So if you want to help out the channel that way, that I do get commission from those purchases. Thank you guys as always for your support, and I unfortunately will be playing NASCAR 21 Ignition tomorrow, so that should be fun. That video should be lots of fun. I don't even really want to. I don't want to play that game, but well, we gotta get Jimmy Johnson his 8th championship, and we're heading into that stages. So we'll see how that goes. Take care of yourselves. I will see you guys tomorrow. As always, thank you for the support and the kind words and everything. And hopefully, when we make this video next year, that we'll be in a lot better place in the channel. Maybe hit 100,000 subscribers. You never know. We just hit 82,000. So that would be really 18,000 in a year is probably not realistic, but if we could get closer, I'd really appreciate that. And yeah, hopefully NASCAR 25 bangs, and you know we can do that as well. A lot of new content on the channel surrounded that. So yeah, and if anyone from iRacing is watching this, I've tried reaching out to you guys as well. If you guys are hiring by any chance for the NASCAR 25 launch, I am available if you wanna partner up and stuff like that. So yeah. All right. I'm gonna go I don't know. Do stuff. Take care of yourselves, guys. Peace out.